Hey, everybody that barely watches me, the 4 or 5 subscribers who I greatly appreciate. Vader Saber 1984, also known as the man without a fan. And I'm probably going to lose some fans after today's fiasco. And probably a few things about what I have to say. Not that anybody's going to leave me. But probably people that are not going to agree with me and be like,
He said something I don't like. So therefore, I will not listen to him anymore.
uh, So today's subject is about shady people. Now, those shady people can be your governors, your senators, your mayors, your presidents, your CDC officials, your journalists, your social media creators and censors. They could be anybody that you happen to agree with this one thing. You are tired of shady effing people. Sick of them. You're sick of people who take advantage of incapacitated, weak, lesser, mentally handicapped, people who love and give too much, people who care and give and give and give, and no matter how much they give, people that seek them out only take and take and take, and never try to give that back. Kind of goes along with a conversation I had with my uncle. Great man. I love him to death. I really, really do. You know how you're not supposed to have a favorite son, favorite kid, favorite uncle, favorite sister, anything like that? He is only my favorite uncle because he gets me and he teaches me, he pushes me, and he still loves me. Good man. I call him my favorite only because that's kind of who I grew up with as a father figure when I didn't have one. So that man kind of took the spot. Not to give any of my other uncles a lesser value and that I don't love them any less, because I love them dearly. But when it comes to, the level of what I grew up with and what he provided for me, excuse me, hands down, takes the cake, because we spent the most time together. And he took a little time out of his life, whether it was every week or every month or whatever, to show me that, hey, this is how a man should be. This is the man that you should not be. And let's have fun. So he became my surrogate father figure. Long story short, getting to the point, we had a conversation a while back, and I told him about the times I was going through and how rough it's been on me, and the people who have stepped up to take care of me and help me in my time of need, and a couple bridges that were seemed to be burnt, but got mended and are now better. And also those people helping me out. And I told him about it because there's not anything that I censor in between he and I. We have a better relationship when it comes to open-mindedness than my father and I had. Not to take anything away from what me and my dad had. We had something special, of course. But when we spoke, anytime he would listen, rebuttal, acknowledge, and teach. Well, with this last meeting and what we talked about, and with me having a hard time and trying to get back on my feet, and me acknowledging those people who have stepped up to help me. Not going to mention any names, but those people who I love dearly and thank deeply. He told me, and it hurts me to say it, it hurt me to hear it, but the truth hurts no matter whether you put a thick skin on it or you just shave it down to the bone and just give it. He said, well, I'm glad that you have mended things. I'm glad that this person, these people have stepped up to help you. And he said, but do me one favor. Don't be like your dad. And that's something that I've strived to be for my entire life. Other than strong and honorable and a good person and a good man, okay? Those things I keep. Everything else, I'll discard. But don't be like your dad is what he told me. He said, your dad would just take and take and take and take. He would take as a handout, and he would only give if it no longer mattered to him or if he wanted something back. And I myself am kind of the same way. I do not want anything given to me. And this is why we're opposite. I don't want anything given to me. I had the hardest time receiving help. I don't like asking for it, but when it comes to giving, I will dish it out as much as I can. Maybe not as much as other people can financially or anything like that, but if somebody calls me and I can answer the phone, I'll be there. I'll do everything I can. I don't care if you have a flat tire, need a ride home, if you need to, have a shoulder to cry on. I don't care. If it's somebody that I love and care and honor, it doesn't even matter about that. Like, it could be a complete stranger, like my last message that I put out, somebody I did not even know. I didn't want anything back from this person, and I got nothing back. I was promised something back, but I didn't get it. I didn't expect it, and that's fine. I feel like I did something good for somebody else. That's what my uncle instilled in me. My whole family, my grandfather, all my uncles, all instilled in me. So, grab your beer, grab your cig, grab your shot of whiskey, buckle your seatbelt, because here we go. When it comes to people who take advantage of others, blatantly thinking that that person is unknowledgeable, incapacitated, never notice. You are trash. You are utter trash. It does not matter what situation you're in, what industry you work for, does not matter. The fact that you are treating somebody like they are less than you, you are going to one-up them. You are going to take out of their pocket for something that they did not purchase, agree to. You're just going to fluff. We're just going to say it. All right, you're going to fluff a tab. A cheap, very cheap bar tab. And I've had very expensive bar tabs in my day. And guess what? I have been fluffed many, many times in my life. That's why I choose to pay cash. I don't particularly like to use my card anymore. Because they can just, or they can forget, hit the wrong button, whatever. Guess what? You're paying for something you didn't even know you ordered. Or you're paying for something that you didn't order. So what we have is a situation of he said, she said, she didn't say, but guess what? You got stuck with it. No. As a ex-business owner of that industry, you don't treat your customers like that. If your employee does not check out with every patron, every person that is under their watch, who owe them money, and slough it off on somebody else, that's a lazy person. That's somebody that just wants to grab their money and go. Not a good worker. No respect. Doesn't matter if you got umpteen kids or an OnlyFans, time frame that you got to keep up with. I don't care. If you don't take care of the people that take care of you and pay your bills, you're garbage and you need another line of living. Plain and simple. And I have said that about this person from the get-go. Terrible, terrible tender. No respect. None whatsoever. Now, tying in with the honor and respect, normally, when you have been friends, acquaintances, whatever, with somebody else for years and years and years in that industry, call yourself a regular, okay? Never been a problem. No. But when it comes to the time of trouble for them, for that establishment, for that tender, always got their back. You always help them. But little bit by little bit by little bit, they stop caring. Stop paying attention. Go to where the bigger pocket is. I mean, hey, that's the name of the game. Make your money, right? That is the name of the game. But you do not screw over the people who have been there for you, thick and thin, taking care of you in more ways than just being a patron and a tender. You do not break that. Now, for all three parties in this situation, Only one. Only one of them is not somebody I have not been close to. The other two, friends of mine, I would take a bullet for. Probably still would the next day after today. Probably still would. But I am not going to trust them as far as I could throw them or as far as I could flick a paper dollar bill. Not going to do it. Too many times have me, myself, my friends, other people complained about. How in the hell did that? Is that yours? Is that your tab? Too many times. Not going to do it. It's not fair. And I understand trying to make money in that industry. I do. But as somebody who ran and worked in that industry, you don't do that. You do not take advantage of people when they are paying you. They are paying your way of life. You do not take advantage of that. Ever. You shouldn't take advantage of people anyway. Like, what kind of a person are you to take advantage of somebody in any form or matter? A bad person? Probably. Point being is, I'm not going back. I said that a couple of times, and a couple of times I stayed away for minuscule, small amounts of time. I was never missed. I was never called. Never texted. What's that mean? I don't matter. Just like working for the corporate world, you're just a number. In my line of life, if you have somebody that spends their time and their money with you specifically on your time of shift, that means something. And you should honor that and do the best of your job, your ability, and service to that person. Not take advantage of it. Not nickel and dime it. Not fluff your tab. Not put things on there that weren't supposed to be there. And shame on you. All three of you. Not that any three of you watch this, but anybody out there that might watch this in that game, whether you're a server, bartender, bar back, whatever it may be, anybody in that service industry, if you do that, you are a piece of you know what. And all you do is care about yourself. So, this is my rant for selfish people that take advantage of others and who are wrong to do it. Those people that take care of you, my uncle, my friends, my loved ones, I can name them all the way down the road, but I'm not naming names. You know who you are, you're watching right now, and especially I love you and thank you. They don't do that. They don't take advantage. Don't be a piece. Please don't. Anyways, it is what it is, right? You live, you learn, you move on. So, the only time I'm going to swear on this, but as a great Sandman once said, life's a bitch. And then you marry one, or it kills you. Vader Saber, 1984. The Man Without a Fan. Thank you.